All right, we're ready to rock. Hey guys, thank you all for joining us. It is the top of the hour, and my name is Spencer Iverson. I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia, and we're going to share with you over the next few moments the some information about the fastest growing project anywhere in the world. If you are a guest, you are our honored guest. Somebody thought enough of you. Here's what we typically instruct our members to do. We want you to find the best and the brightest. We want you to identify someone, if you were building a virtual board of directors for your company, who would those initial individuals be? And guess what? They chose you. So congratulations for being on the webinar on tonight. Some of you may be listening via audio. That's fantastic as well. But if you're a guest, you're not a part of our iBoomerang family, we want to welcome you to the presentation. We're not going to take long because what you're going to see on this evening absolutely, positively makes sense. Just a little bit about me. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, here in the United States. I've been in the industry of direct sales for the better part of 22 years. I am a nerd. I am an absolute nerd. I love math. I love numbers. I love physics. I love knowing how things work together. So I went to Georgia Tech undergrad and got a degree in business management with concentrations in marketing and finance. I got a couple of patents. I took a concept from the conceptual stage to the marketplace, turned it into a publicly traded company, which we sold. I was introduced to the home-based business industry several years ago by a great friend and mentor of mine. Several things that I love about this industry. I went on to law school at Mercer University, where I practiced as a sports attorney for the better part of 10 years, representing athletes in the NFL, Major League Baseball, golf, and basketball. And so I've learned a lot. I've been involved in a lot of different projects. I've authored a couple of books and have CD series out about the industry of network marketing. And guys, we've practiced a lot. I've owned my own network marketing company, which we sold in the third quarter of last year. So guys, there's very little that I have done in this space. And I tell you what, nothing has me more excited than what you're going to see over the next few minutes. My journey started in January of this year with this project where we were summoned to Dallas, Texas. Me and my partner, his name is Mr. Jonathan Green. You're going to be hearing more about my partner. He is an absolute legend and icon in this industry. So me and Mr. Jonathan Green were flown into Dallas, Texas. We walked into a boardroom. There were several individuals in that room that we knew and had worked with in the past. And there was one gentleman, though, who just kind of stood out. His name is Mr. Houghton Buggs. And there was a gentleman there who was the CEO of a technology company who did not know who Houghton Buggs was. Imagine that. At least that's what he said. And Houghton wasn't arrogant. Houghton just told him a little bit about his CV, a little bit about his resume. He said, "My name is Houghton Buggs. I'm 46 years old. I've made $110 million in the past 10 years from my last project. No person in the history of this industry has earned more money from a single position than I have. I generated over $3 billion worth of revenue during my time there. I built an organization that spanned more than 3 million distributors around the world. I'm worth over $200 million, but I have a goal and a game plan, a vision of being a billionaire by the time I'm 50. And this is going to be my legacy play." He had everybody's attention. He's that guy in the industry. He is the Michael Jordan of the industry. No one has done it better, with more class, with more professionalism than Houghton Buggs. And we were privileged to be in the room at the formulation when we were conceptualizing this wonderful idea. There was no name, there was no comp plan, there wasn't even really a tangible product. It was a vision, and we bought into the vision and the leadership of Mr. Houghton Buggs. So let's get started and share with you a little bit about what we found out on that fateful evening in January in Dallas, Texas. A quick disclaimer, guys, you're going to hear and see some facts and figures on tonight about income, about savings. Guys, we've done our best to be as accurate as possible, but understand that any money you make from this project is not a guarantee. It is simply a function of your effort and your hard work. You know, we feel that it's time for the industry of network marketing to evolve. Everything else evolves, right? We don't listen to 8-track tapes anymore, do we? Well, some of you don't answer that question. We don't listen to cassette tapes anymore now. Okay, we don't listen to CDs anymore. Okay, getting closer to home, right? We transition now to MP3s and streaming music, right? Everything is evolving. We don't watch TV the same way. It's hard for the Nielsen ratings to really get an accurate depiction of how many people are watching a show or a sporting event now. Why? Because people are streaming content on YouTube TV and Netflix and different mediums online. Everything is evolving. So why not the network marketing industry? It's time for us to embrace more of the emerging technology to make sure that we span the borders of our projects internationally. So these opportunities are global in nature. And we always try to make sure that the playing field is level so that the masses have an opportunity to win, not just for the short term, but for the long term as well. You see, what we are offering in this project is a first-class consumer experience. In my years of building businesses and consulting with companies, I've learned a couple of things about consumer behavior. 1 and 2, respectively, is customers want typically one of 2 things. They want a great price and they want great customer service. If you can give a customer those 2 things, you typically have a customer for life. Think about where you like to shop. Think about where you like to spend your money. You like to spend your money and shop in places where they treat you well and where you feel like you're getting a good deal. Well, here in this project, we're offering the exact same thing. We want to make sure that you have a very, very memorable customer service experience, consumer experience, but at the same time, we want to make sure that you get a great price. Now, make no mistake about it as well, that as this project continues to grow, we call it an ecosystem. As this ecosystem continues to grow, and we're right now over 100,000 strong, Mr. Bugs and this amazing executive team, they formulated something called a perpetual residual income builder. We call it a PRIB. It's a trademark name. Why? Because we just don't want one form and one stream of residual income. We want many. And so we're going to be dropping other goods and services into the current of currency, into this virtual model, so that every time we drop new goods and services into this ecosystem, you know what it's going to generate for us? Not just residual income, but perpetual residual income. Somebody should drop in the group right now, #perpetual. Guys, that means it never ends. It just keeps going and going and going. You see, there's the old model and the new model. In the old model, here's what used to happen. Customers in network marketing always paid more. You paid more for the coffee. You paid more for the juice. You paid more for the shake. You paid more for the makeup. Okay. And you could go to Walmart or Amazon.com and find a cheaper price someplace else, guys. And you know who won in models like that? The only people who won in models like that were the big recruiters, the influencers who could amass a big team, get a lot of people on these big expensive auto ships every month. And then that's something in network marketing that we call internal consumption, where you're really not growing by the acquisition of customers, which is a true metric on how real of a business you have. No, you're growing through the cannibalization off of the distributors who are in the business. Ooh, that's good stuff. The cannibalization off of the folks who are already in the deal, getting them to pay more every month so you can just to support your lifestyle. Stop. When are we going to do better? There are better ways, less painful ways, more long-term sustainable ways of winning in network marketing. So here comes the new model, a new paradigm shift. Houghton Bugs, he was sick of seeing some of those things himself. He says there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way for more people to earn more money for a longer period of time and have fun doing it at the same time. And see, in this new model, we make money only when customers save money. Now, isn't that a novel idea? We win when you win. Now, what if every company in network marketing applied that model? Think about the diet companies that have diet products. We only get paid when you actually lose weight, right? A lot of folks will be out of business, right? I knew this one guy. It's funny. I knew this one guy who was a big time guy. That's what he claimed in network marketing. It was crazy. I mean, he was promoting a diet product, a weight loss product, and was literally like 350 pounds. I'm like, so dude, I mean, like, were you like 800 earlier and you down 500 pounds? I mean, is it working for you? Anyway, so guys, in our model, guys, we make money only when people save money. I love that concept. And so we're sitting in this room in Dallas, Texas, and we're waiting with bated breath, waiting to hear the great Houghton Bugs share with us his vision on how we're going to bring this vision to the world. Is it going to be a new coffee company? Is it going to be cryptocurrency? Is it going to be a new juice with a new berry they found in the Brazilian rainforest? He said, no, Mr. Iverson, we're going to do it in the wonderful industry of travel. It's the world's largest industry. It's an $8 trillion per year industry. Look at some of this data that we put together. In Asia, online travel is $6 billion a day. It breaks down to $70,000 a second. In Europe, $4.8 billion a day, $55,000 a second. In the United States, over $32,000 a second. You don't need much time to elapse for you to do well in travel. Travel is the most researched word on the internet between the hours of 9 and 5. See, I just got some of you. You've been exposed. So instead of working between 9 and 5, a lot of folks are daydreaming about being in Hawaii, being in New Zealand, being in Australia, right? Guys, I love travel. I've spent decades in the travel space, successfully traveling, earning residual income. And people fall into three categories. Everyone around the world falls into one of three categories as it relates to travel. One, you are either currently traveling. Two, you either completed travel. Or three, you wish you were traveling. It's the perfect sales, right? Because we can't sell you something that you're already doing or you want to do. That's what makes this so painless. That's why this has gone viral around the world. See, I don't like sales and I don't like being sold. Many folks don't like sales and don't like having to sell individuals. See, here, we don't have to convince you to take a vacation. Many of you wish you were on vacation right now. In countries like Europe, there's a mandatory number of days of holiday you have to take. Did you know there's a direct correlation between the number of vacations and time away from the job that you spend and your stress level, right? So for me personally, I understand that my body needs to go to the beach on a frequent basis, and I need to relax, and I need to get a massage at a really, really nice spa and get some aromatherapy, for my health's sake, of course. So guys, same thing. You need to get away. Why? Because it has the proven scientific effects of reducing your stress level. Guys, we sell recess, we sell fun, but did you know that two companies right now are monopolizing the entire travel industry? Booking Holdings and the Expedia Group. You may not be familiar with these parent companies, but you should be familiar with some of their subsidiaries. Look at the Expedia Group and some of the properties that they own: Travelocity, Orbitz, Trivago, Hotwire, CarRentals.com, and Hotels.com. And then they have, in some cases, the audacity, the unmitigated gall to have a comparison site comparing Travelocity to Orbitz, Orbitz to Trivago, Trivago to Hotwire, and then we think we're getting a deal. Oh, honey, look, we saved $5 on our travel. No, guys, no, you didn't save. It's all the same company, and they're just manipulating the numbers, giving you the least margin possible, and we think we leave with a deal. No, guys, it's collusion at its highest level. So what have we done? Houghton and the executive team partnered with the company out of Dallas, Texas, that had a unique relationship with the company out of San Diego. This company developed a really unique algorithm that generated rock bottom prices on travel, even below what you're typically going to find on Expedia, Orbitz, and Booking.com. When Houghton saw this for the first time, he was blown away. He and the team tried their best to find better prices. They tried their best to find better deals. They couldn't. Houghton then took a trip to Las Vegas, stayed at the Vdara Hotel. I've stayed there. Absolutely beautiful new property there in Vegas. And he saved over $600 on his first stay. He says, listen, this could work. This could work. We're going to get 1 million customers on this thing inside of 12 months. And so he then formalized his relationship with a company called Extreme Travel. Extreme Travel has been around for over 19 years. They routinely book hundreds of millions of dollars of travel every year. They're one of the most recognized travel agencies in America. They've won virtually every honor and award you can think of in the travel space. All of the cruise lines, you go to their premier diamond agency, as you can see over here with CLIA, that's the Cruise Line Industry Association. This is like the Oscars or the Grammys of the travel agent industry, the Travel Savers Elite Agency Top 50 Award. Guys, we happen to know we're number 3 in the United States, number 3. Guys, again, that's called a clue. So we have the strategic partnerships and relationships. And you know what that means? We're able to pass these savings, these tremendous margins that are generated in travel as a product on to you as our customer. So here's what you get. When you become a member of iBoomerang, you become a member of a travel club where you're going to be able to receive up to 70% off of retail prices. Every time you book, you're going to be able to accumulate points that will accrue. And then you'll be able to choose on your next vacations, whether you want to see this displayed in money or whether you want to see this displayed in points. And so ultimately, over time, you'll be taking trips around the world using the points that you've accumulated. There's an optional travel agent opportunity. And guess what, guys? We have exclusives that we will offer only to members of iBoomerang. We just came back from one about 3 months ago. We went to the El Dorado Resort and Spa in Cancun, an absolutely beautiful gourmet property. And I had a casita suite. Well, I don't even know what that means, but that's what they called it. And you could actually swim up to my room. What in the world? I mean, my gosh, the biggest thing I used to have in a room was a bathtub. Now I got a pool. Anyway, guys, that's the kind of treat that we had. And you know what would happen? Guys, we didn't pay the same price as the normal attendees and visitors of the property. No, we had an exclusive discount because we were members of the travel club. And guess what? We never run out of inventory. We have over $8 trillion worth of inventory. We don't have something like Expedia. We don't have something like Orbitz and Booking.com. We have the exact same inventory. So you're a frequent flyer with Delta? Fantastic. You can use your frequent flyers numbers. How about you're a preferred guest and a member of the rewards program with Starwood Properties or Hilton or the Four Seasons? Fantastic. We have those exact same properties, those exact same benefits. It's just that you'll be able to go to those properties at a significant savings. Let's look at some of those savings as a matter of fact. New York City, 4.5-star hotel on Expedia is $339. On your website, it's $178, a savings of $161. Let's mosey on over to Paris, France. We looked at a four-star hotel in Paris. Travelocity had it for $440. Our website had it for $130. It's a savings of $310. New York, we rented a car, $392 for the week on rentalcars.com, $221 on our website, $171 savings. Punta Cana, well, that's in the Dominican Republic. Yeah, that's probably a little bit discounted more now. But anyway, back then it was $1,215, $712 a week, but $503, guys, is the savings that you got at that time. I think I saw that for about $12 recently. But anyway, there's lots of discounts going on in Dominican Republic right now. But here's the deal. Guys, we are embracing the new technology. What do I mean by that? Guys, we're the first and only travel company to accept payment in what? In digital currency like Bitcoin. Whether you understand it or not, whether you believe in it or not, guys, it is still true. The world is moving to a digital currency platform, and we are already ahead of that movement. Guys, here are some actual confirmations. Now, understand, we have hundreds of thousands of these. I have my very own from trips that I've booked recently to destinations where I had to do seminars and speaking engagements. And you can see here the Sheraton Salt Lake City Hotel, $532 is what they saved and earned 321 points worth of credits. Our very own chairman, CEO, and founder, Mr. Houghton Buggs, went to Cabo San Lucas. He saved over $1,500 and earned over 1,600 points that will accrue that he can apply to other forms of travel. Look at all of the benefits that you get. Guys, we're talking about discounts on hotels and rental cars. You'll have access to all of your flights, homes, vacation weeks, timeshare properties, and those blacked out dates. We have a marketplace where we're creating a wine club. You have gift cards to restaurants, worldwide tours, shore excursions. I'm a big golfer, shopping rewards. Guys, we're building so much more value into this marketplace. And you may ask the question, literally, I just finished a presentation for a major bishop over about, I think about, I don't know, 16,000 members is what they're purported to have a jurisdiction over. And one of the questions was, well, Mr. Iverson, I like what I've heard. I really like it. But why would any of our members book on our website or a website sponsored by this company versus the highly advertised websites? And I said, Bishop, that is a great question. That's a good one. Here's why. You see, your members don't know anybody at Expedia, Orbitz, and Booking.com. They have no relationship with them whatsoever, but they do have a relationship with your church. You see, this is where they go and attend. You are the place of worship. This is where they have entrusted their spiritual direction. And so if anybody is going to benefit, all things being equal, from them booking travel, is it going to be a stranger like Expedia, Orbitz, and Booking.com, or is it going to be their place of worship? And he says, wow, that makes sense. So I said, listen, everybody in the world is not going to book on your website, but everybody in your world can, especially when we have this, a 110% price match guarantee. You know what that means? That means that if one of your members does happen to find a cheaper price out there, guys, we don't win all the time. We readily admit that. Nobody can win every time. Then we would literally be deemed a monopoly in violation of the antitrust laws in America, and somebody would go to jail. So anyway, we can't win every time. There has to be some competitiveness in the marketplace. So on the rare occasion that we lose, no problem. We will match it and give you an additional 10%. Now, guys, do you boomerang? Of course, I boomerang. We've got a great team building in Australia. Did a webinar for them just the other day. Amy Seaver is heading over there, one of our great diamonds. She'll be there this weekend. And in Australia, they're familiar with it. Matter of fact, my Australian team brought me a real boomerang when they came to visit in the United States. And it's so nice, I won't even throw it. So I asked them when they come to the convention in Vegas, bring me one that's like not so nice so I can really throw it and see if I can, hit myself with it. But when you throw a boomerang, it comes back to you. So what do we throw out, virtually speaking, guys? We throw out savings, and guess what comes back to us? Profits, guys, profits. Here's how it works, guys. Here's how it works. We're going to have two groups. We have a TSA. Those are individuals. Those are the people who are in the deal, who are in the business, travel savings ambassadors. And then let's say you're our customer. Well, as a member of iBoomer, remember I shared with you that you're going to earn up to 70% off of retail price. So we did a comparison to Playa del Carmen. We did all of the research. We went on the different sites, the popular highly advertised sites, and the best price we found was $48.67. We looked on our website and we saved 68% and paid only $14.67, a savings of almost $3,400. Super excited. But let's say I've got a friend, her name is Haley. Haley is my friend. She finds out I'm going to Playa del Carmen. Okay. Hey, I want to go with you. Fantastic. So I give her one of my boomerangs. How much does the boomerang cost her? Absolutely nothing. What's the recurring fee on the boomerang? Absolutely nothing. She just inputs a code which identifies her as my customer for life. She goes onto her iBoomerang website, her iGo platform. She does the exact same search, and lo and behold, when she does her research, she finds that the highly advertised site's best price is $48.67. But on her site, she finds that she saves 34% and pays $3,168. Now, here's the key question. Is Haley happy? I'm going to wait. Of course, she's happy. Why? Because she just saved 34%. She had no idea about your savings unless you told her. Why would you tell her? You paid to be in the program. So she's excited. Oh, my gosh. I'm just so emotional right now. I saved 34%. She's thrilled. Now, here's why I'm also thrilled for Haley. If you come over here and you see that she saves $16.99.50 in the iBoomerang model, we earn 50% of the savings. Remember, I shared with you at the beginning, we get paid when our customers save money. Haley saved money. She saved $16.99. 50% of that is $849.75. That comes back to me in cash, not in points or commissions or a certificate. Guys, a voucher. No, we get this in cold hard cash. If she saved $1, I would have made 50 cents. If she saved 10,000, I would have made 5. There are no minimums and no maximums. They are literally calling us the Uber of travel. Think about it. Put your business hats on. Answer me this question. What does Uber, in terms of tangible assets, what do they really own? What does Uber really own? See, let me tell you what they don't own. They don't own any storefronts and they don't own any rental cars. So what do? They empowered millions of people around the world to leverage their own personal vehicles to transport friends, family members, and strangers alike from point A to point B for a profit. So look at iBoomerang. What do? What do we own? We don't own any resorts. We don't own any jet skis. We don't own any beaches or hotels. We have $8 trillion worth of inventory. We've empowered millions of people around the world to leverage a website that they can share with family members, friends, and strangers alike to book travel at a savings to them and a profit to us. Guys, it's gone viral around the world. Mr. Iverson, I think I can get a lot of customers with this program. I bet you can. So what we did was we took a conservative, a moderate, and an aggressive approach to customer acquisition. Let's see, you take the conservative approach, you get 10 customers. We've done our math and we've done our research, and the average person using our product is going to save about $600. Over time, inside of a year, that's going to generate about $3,000 worth of bonuses back to you with 10 customers. Let's say you go out there and get 100 customers. Guys, you're looking at about $30,000 in bonuses just from having about 100 customers. Well, maybe you're one of these churches out there that has lots of members. And understand, members book more than just one trip. So we're not necessarily talking about 1,000 customers as much as maybe 1,000 trips. So in that year, do you think a congregation of 200 to 300 people, all of which may have a boomerang, will probably book cumulatively 1,000 trips? Probably. Guys, listen, you're looking at over $300,000 potentially in bonuses coming right back to you or coming right back to the entity on something that people were going to do anyway. That's what makes it so brilliant. They're going to do this anyway. Mr. Iverson, stop. Wait. I think there's more. I think there's more because, see, Mr. Iverson, I know you. I know you know businesses and business models. It's got to be something more. Is there a way for me to earn some Yeah, we got a little bit more. Let's say you're a team builder and you want to earn some leveraged residual income. Well, guys, listen, you can build a team of 50, and that's not you enrolling 50. Maybe you sign up 10 and each of them gets 5. However that works, these 50 go out and take the conservative approach and get 10 customers. That's over 500 customers. You run that through our comp plan. Inside of a year, you're looking at maybe $20,000 extra dollars from a team as small as 50. We've had folks do that in a couple of days. Well, what about building a team of 250? Same thing. They take the conservative approach. They get 10 customers. You've got 2,500 customers. Guys, you're looking at now over 6 figures on a team as small as $250 or as large as 250 people, right? That's absolutely your prerogative. You can build it big. You can build it slow. Just build it. And you're looking at potentially over 6 figures with a team of 250 folks. But guys, we've got folks who are thinking big. We got folks who are taking advantage of the timing in the marketplace. We got folks who are seeing the big picture and the vision that Houghton and the team has laid down and say, guys, we are going to be the world's biggest home-based business. Somebody's got to address these giants in the industry, and we're doing it, leveraging the biggest industry in the world. So I'm going to build a team of 1,000 folks, and I'm going to encourage them to get their 10 customers, and we're going to be at over $400,000 in our first 12 months with a team of just 1,000 people. Guys, do you understand that there are people in this industry who built teams of 5, 10, 50, 100,000 people or more over time? Do you see now and get an idea now why so many heavy hitters and influencers and CEOs of companies are running to this model? Why? Because they see the vision of how quickly this can scale on something that just makes that much sense. We even have additional elements to our compensation plan. We've got direct sales bonuses that pay out every single week. These are like fast start bonuses. We have 3 packages that you can get started with: a coach, a business, and a first class package. And each of them has these corresponding investment levels: 250, 500, and 1,000. Every time you enroll someone at these levels, you earn $20, $40, and $80 respectively in a direct sales or a fast start bonus. We also have a dual team or a binary component that pays out on a weekly basis as well. So let's say this is you. Ooh, you are pretty. Anyway, so we've got you, and you're going to build a left team with Mrs. Left and a right team with Mr. Right. And so some ladies took that very literally, but just happens to be what I got on tonight. And so Mrs. Left comes in the business and she's on fire, and she and her team and people who come in after her, they work for a week because our comp plan runs from Sunday midnight to Sunday midnight. And through the accumulation of these different CV levels, these different point levels, it totals 10,000 points for the week. Great job, Mrs. Left. Let's go to Mr. Right, who also does a great job building his team. That first week, people come in that he doesn't know at different package levels. He's having boom parties and travel parties and get out of debt parties. And they come in at the 200, 400, and 800 points. And his total for the week totals 5,000 points. So here's what our comp plan does. Takes a snapshot at midnight on Sunday to freeze your organization to see where the balance lies. It looks at your points, looks at your points on the right, looks at your points on the left. And it's going to pay you a certain percentage of your lesser leg. In this case, 5,000 is less than 10. At the top package, first class, there's a 20% payout. So for example, we're going to pay you now 20% of your lesser leg. 20% of 5,000 is $1,000 in a dual team bonus. So on top of your fast starts, on top of your direct sales bonuses, you're going to earn another $1,000 from the efforts of other people, the efforts of your team. And guys, that continues every single week. The maximum you can earn each week from the dual team is $250,000. You can only make $1 million a month, guys, from the dual team. I know that is disappointing. It's disappointing. I've talked to Mr. Bugs and Mr. Edwin Haynes at length about that, but not much we can do there, guys. You're really going to have to struggle and really budget wisely to get about $1 million a month, capping out the dual team. But we will keep you all in prayer. Now, we have 4 packages, guys, to help you, 3 packages really to help you get started. Standby is also our administrative fee as well. Standby or the admin fee is going to get you the Boomerang site with limited functionality. You get a handful of boomerangs to get you started. You earn commissions by actually referring travel to Extreme Travel and a couple of tools to help you with your business. But guys, let's get started for real. Okay, let's get a real ticket onto the plane. And these are the 3 packages that will get you on the iBoomerang Airlines, right? You got coach class, which is going to give you access to hotels, flights, and rental cars. You're going to get 10 boomerangs to give away to family and friends. Understand that the more boomerangs you have, the more customers you can acquire. You come in at the bottom of the binary comp plan payout, which is 10%. It's a one-time investment of $250 plus your $49.95 standby or admin fee. Now, some of you say, listen, Mr. Iverson, look, I don't fly coach. That's not what we do. We do at least business class. Fantastic. Come into business class. You're going to get all the benefits of coach. Plus, we're going to add cruises. Guys, Carnival, Holland America, Norwegian, Warrior Caribbean, Princess, you name it, we've got access to it. And guys, at a discount, you're going to get 25 boomerangs to give away to family and friends. You're going to come in at the middle. You're going to come in about 12% payout in the dual team, one-time investment of just $500 plus your $49.95 standby or admin fee. Now, some of you are even saying, come on, Mr. Iverson, really, do you know who I am? What? Business class? No, this fabric, this Gucci don't sit on this. If we can't fly first class, we don't fly. Fantastic. We are talking to you. First class. That's our top package, guys. Our most popular package. You get everything in the travel club. You can think of the luxury homes, Airbnb style packages. You get the weekly stays and the accessibility to the blacked out dates with our timeshare properties. You're going to have access to that marketplace that we're building out with the wine club and the golf courses and the shore excursions, all of that. You get everything there is to offer in your travel club. You get 50 boomerangs to give away to family and friends, and you come in at the very top of the iBoomerang compensation plan, a whopping 20% payout. When you look at it, guys, you're earning twice as much as somebody who came in at coach for doing the exact same amount of work. Number one. Number two, you're grandfathered into this payout level for 1 full year until your anniversary date. Number three, this is the Black Diamond payout level. You typically have to be doing $1 million a month of volume to earn the 20% payout level, guys. Houghton Buck says, no, this is my first time owning my own company as CEO and owner. And you know what I'm going to do? I want to do a special package. Guys, this is a limited time Founders Club promotion. It could end at any time. This is where your greatest value proposition is. And guys, it's a one-time investment of just $1,000 plus your $49.95 admin or standby fee. Every business has operating expenses, has overhead that it must incur. This business is no different. I've been in programs that wanted you to spend $500 plus every month on products or services that they offer. Guys, our overhead for our travel business, fully functional, is $99.95 a month. And again, that is tax deductible, right? So guys, you've got it. You've got everything that you need. We're running a promotion right now where you can actually earn more boomerangs by rank advancing. You can earn more boomerangs by enrolling a brand new TSA at Coach, Business, or Standby. You can earn more boomerangs by buying your ticket to the event in Las Vegas. Guys, listen, that's where all the leaders are going to be. I was always not really a big, convention person historically. And my mentor in the industry shared with me that Spencer, and I had his biggest team, always had his biggest team. And I just said, man, I don't do big crowds, man. So good luck with that, man. And y'all knock it out, man. I'll be watching you on the live stream. And he just told me, he said, Spencer, well, that's great, but all the leaders are going to be at the convention. I said, oh God, why did he say that? He knew I saw myself as a leader, and I went there, guys, and I trained on this. I went there, and I only told one other person. He had my largest leg, and we sat there with our arms folded, like we weren't going to learn anything. And I tell you what, I'm not really a jewelry guy, but at that event, that first convention for this company, I saw people walk across that stage, and they were giving out these rings for the six-figure money earners. They had a diamond in that thing that was so big. I was like, I got to have one of those. Oh my gosh. And so, yes, while I was in that company was not in me, and it got in me at the convention. And, I then made a vow to myself that, number one, I will never miss an event that I'm qualified to attend, right? That's number one. I went there reluctantly, and because I didn't want to go, who else I didn't share this with? I didn't share this with my team, and I had my partner's largest team. And I regretted that because I was saying, oh my gosh, what would have happened if I had had 10, 15, 20, 100, 200, 500 folks from my organization? How much faster would we have accelerated? How much more would our level of belief increase had it not been me just being selfish about how I felt about the event? And so I would never make that mistake again. And so I encourage you all, get your ticket for the convention. Right now, they're $199.95, guys, a small investment to pay. Many of you are in iBoomerang, but iBoomerang is not in you. And you know where it's going to get in you? It's going to get in you at the convention. This is a historic event. It's already breaking records. We're already setting a new standard in the industry. You want to be there, not just as a witness, you want to be there as a participant. Go and buy you some track shoes, some good, comfortable walking shoes, because we're not there to see you just celebrate. We're there to see you participate. We want to see you walking back and forth across the stage, being recognized for the great contributions you've made to this project. So guys, we can't wait to celebrate you in Las Vegas. You're going to see somebody there. You're going to meet somebody there. You're going to hear somebody there whose story mimics your story, whose journey replicates your journey. And you know what? You're going to leave there so empowered that you're going to be on fire for iBoomerang. If you're a guest, I know you're fired up. You want to get back with the person who invited you to this presentation. You want to get your position, and then you want to go to iboomhub.com, IBUUM hub, HUB.com, and get your convention ticket. It's the single biggest thing you can do after you enroll is to make sure you make your plans to be in Las Vegas with us August the 31st through September 2nd in Las Vegas. On behalf of my partner, Mr. Jonathan Green, on behalf of Mr. Jojo Tan, who's working behind the scenes on the Facebook page, my name is Spencer Iverson, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Welcome to the team. I'll see you guys next Monday at 9:00 p.m., Lord's willing. Get ready for another fantastic speaker, guys. If you didn't understand me, no problem. We do this in 6 different languages, so we're sure to have something that's going to make sense to you and your organization. Take care, guys. God bless.